Stearns Godzilla, probably one of the best pinball machines to come out in the last 20 years. It's amazing. When I first played it, I hated it, but little by little and a lot by lot, I've come to love this game and hope to own one someday. There's a lot of hidden passageways on the upper playfield that are hard to get to with a rag. Let's start, we got the left orbit that goes all the way around. Now the left orbit splits into two directions. There's a shot that goes up into this wire form. It's a U-turn going up. There's the orbit that comes around the right to the left. You have a small little crook turn right beside the building that goes into the back of the building. You have this heat ray shot, which kind of comes around back into the left orbit. You also have the building, which has three steppers with pathways through it. You have this habit trail, which feeds from the bottom, kicks up. There's a rock back here, I believe, and it just feeds into this little path. You also have this ramp shot here that horseshoes right into this wire form, and then I'll show you the rest of the playfield. But to start, now that I have the building down, I have the game on, just to lower the building, I'm just going to take the pin snake and just kind of bring it back there, just to clean up that little passageway a little bit. And I'm going to start with the right ramp. Now the right ramp is very steep, so if you're coming from the bottom here, it's just going to get caught up on the wire form. So it's best to start up here and just kind of feed it in nice and slow. You can see he's going to start to make his way through right up to the wire form, and there you go. I'm going to move the building up one. Okay, now the building has all these passageways. It goes right through here, right through here, right through here, and right through here. Now you can just clean that with a rag. You don't have to shove the pin snake in there, but you can see if I just go ahead and feed it through, it comes right out the back here. You can clean that real easily. Now there's a short little space in here without forcing it too much. Put that in there. Same thing here. Now the bridge, it's a little tricky to clean because of the actual sculpture of the bridge. So I'm just gonna kind of pick up the snake so he catches on the building there. And just feed him inside. Go ahead and clean the inside of that building. And the bridge at the same time. And then from the wire form, I'm just gonna grab that side too. Now that kind of shoots all the way across the building to this back wire form, but you don't wanna bring the snake onto the wire form. You just wanna kind of get that passageway. You have this little side piece, the side trail here behind the building. Just go ahead and tape it right back here. Now there's a gate there. It's a two-way gate, but it's a short surface, so I'm just gonna reach in, hold that gate up. My arm's in the way, but I think you get the idea. There's a gate right there. See that? Right there. So you just gotta lift that up, hold it. The left orbit splits into two directions. It goes up the subway building here. Now that's basically a vertical shot, which the snake won't go up and down, but if you just turn the snake to the side, like so, instead of this, turn it like this, feed it through, and just very gently, you can see Godzilla's moving a little bit. I'm gonna push it in there, and I can go up the ramp just a bit. And there he is, he's poking his head on the top. Slowly take him out. Here's another shot of the bridge. You can see you can feed it right in there, right into the building. Now for the right orbit, go ahead and just guide this through and not get in the camera's way at the same time. So the right orbit just shoots right across, and it hits a little ramp and jumps down. And you clean this whole area, so you can do a wider berth on the bottom area by wiggling it around and just feed it up and down. Same thing with this heat ray shot. There's a spinner there as well. You just want to be a little cautious. If the spinner is bothering you, you can go ahead and lift the spinner. See if you can see that. I'm going to come on the other side for that one. There's a lot of different angles for this machine. Here's a better shot of the heat ray. And since the diverter, actually it's not a diverter, it's basically just two different shots. Yeah, when you shoot the left, it's going to go up into the subway. It's not going to make it this way. It's only a one-way orbit. So when you're cleaning it, it's best to come from the right side, feed it through, pretty much all the way. And you can take the spinner and you can just let it sit, or you can, let me just straighten this guy out a little bit. There we go. There we go. And the spinner, you can even hold it parallel so it's not getting banged around. It'll be fine, but you know, I like to protect my machines as much as possible. And since this Godzilla doesn't belong to me, I'm being extra careful with it. Here's a better shot of the building. So when you clean the building, if you go all the way in here, it's gonna poke out right in the back there. Now you don't wanna send the snake all the way through. You wanna kind of keep it just the building, and then you can attack this orbit right here from the side here. For the lower playfield, there's not many obstructions. You do have this small piece of jet plastic hanging over the sides of the in lanes and out lanes on both ends, including the wire forms of feed. You have the spinner here, which is covered by the habit trail. You have a little gate here as well, a switch gate, and then you have that flipper, the floating flipper, and then of course the Mechagodzilla ramp. This is just a VUC right here, so you don't have to really shove the snake down into this too much. So I'm going to start with the in lanes. I'm going to come from the bottom because there's a lot going on here. So let me start from the bottom where it's more open. Just feed it through, grab by the head, and just seesaw it. That way you're not nicking yourself on this very, very sharp piece of plastic. Just feed it back, do the out lane, and do the same thing. I'm going to lay it down next to the flipper. Just kind of crook it through. There we go. I'm going to go right up into the posts. I don't need to clean past the post. I can just do that by myself with a rag. So the snake is basically to help you to get to spots it's covered by plastic. And on the left in lane, I'm gonna do the same thing. Come from the bottom, feed it through, seesaw it, hold the stick up so that way you're not banging it around. There we go. You see it's sharp. You nick yourself on that, you're gonna bleed for days. All right, I'm gonna put this down the right and the left out lane, sorry. Feed it through here, and just right past the posts. I'm not going too far past it. So I can't really seesaw it because then I'm gonna force it through and I don't wanna extend the snake past where I want it to go. I'm just cleaning this area. And then remember, I can take a rag and just clean this part. Okay, this spot here is pretty open. You have a gate here, you have a floating flipper, you have a post, and you have a spinner here. You also have this cross of habit trail, so I'm just gonna go ahead and lift the stick up, hold it up. I'm gonna feed it right in there, just to the gate. Now, the spinner and the gate, you don't have to clean all of it. I'm just gonna kind of do the spinner part. I'm just gonna go up to the gate, so I'm not dealing with both at the same time. I'm gonna lift the spinner parallel, and I can just get in that area real nice and easy. You can see I'm even smacking the gate, and if I go further, if I go too fast, it'll get caught. Remember, you're cleaning it, you're not beating it up. Don't beat it up. And then might as well, you see that? Yeah. Easy enough, like you can pretty much clean that just in the open. And that's pretty much it for Godzilla. Great game, easy to clean. Oh, and you even have the shooter lane here, which is still pretty open. Pin snake is available, you have it here, might as well just give you a little quick one right here. And then you clean this orbit right in front of Mechagodzilla. And that's Godzilla for you.